الإسلام ديني والعرض بغير ديني محمد.
Alhamdulillah and mashallah, that was a great recital of Surah Yasin by Mashari Al-Fasi. Let's go now to Qari Basheer Patel for the morning inspiration.
الحمد لله رب العالمين ونصلي ونسلم على المبعوث رحمة للعالمين سيدنا ونبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه ومن اتبعه بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. I am Qari Basheer Patel, and we know that good people do things for others selflessly and bad people do things selfishly. As Allah Ta'ala in the Quran draws different scenarios, and when the Anbiya, when they speak to their communities, what did they say? Ya qawmi la as'alukum alayhi ajra. Oh my people, I don't ask you for any reward. Sometimes they would say, Ya qawmi la as'alukum alayhi mala. Oh people, I don't ask you for any money or any wealth. But on the contrary, when Fir'aun called the magicians, what did they say? قالوا إن لنا لأجرا إن كنا نحن الغالبين. They asked, is there any reward for us if we overcame Musa? So here we see the Anbiya who are full of goodness, the Anbiya who Allah Ta'ala sent them for the guidance of mankind. The only thing they are worried of is how mankind can benefit from me and not how I can benefit from mankind. And that is why their names are alive with us today, and it will be alive up to the day of Qiyamah. Whereas the magicians, who they thought of? Themselves. That if I win, what would I get out of this? Now, is that a quality of a true mu'min? No. What we do is we try to be of benefit to others, and inshallah with the hope that Allah Ta'ala will benefit us or bless us in this world and in the next.
That was Qari Basheer Patel. Now for the morning raiser with Solly Said.
Right, now let's look at some practical movements of karate. The first technique of karate is called the Chudan. Okay, the Chudan's key is a straightforward punch. But the karate punch is very different from a boxing punch or any other form of a punch. As you can see, the movement requires a certain amount of spinning or turning of the hand, which has a penetrating effect, a very strong penetrating effect. And of course, in karate, we don't only use the fist or the wrist and the elbow and the shoulder. We actually draw energy from the earth. We draw the energy from the earth up into our body. Here, we consolidate it in the hara, and from the hara, we direct it to whichever part of the body we want to take this punch, this technique out. Whether it's a kick or whether it's a punch, it's always drawing this energy into the hara. Here, letting it percolate or strengthen, becomes really tight, and then send the ki into your hands. Okay, the ki is your life force that you're going to send into your hand or your knife hand, whether it's your half clenched fist, elbow, or whether it's your knee or your foot, whichever position you're going to be using. You learn to direct that energy into that area and make it as powerful as possible. And that's why we hear about small, old, frail-looking karate masters defeating big, strong sumo wrestlers in the years gone by. But that's because of the key to power. Okay, so here we have sensei and sensei seated. Now, starting in karate, we have the yoi, getting ready. Moving into right foot sanshin dachi. Right, so right foot forward. Stretch your hands out. So we're going to do the first movement where we're going to do a double punch. Bring both hands in, nicely. Invert your fist and slowly push it out. Thrust it out slowly. Right. Pull it in again. and thrust it out. Now these movements are done slowly with muscular tension to tap all your muscles around the body. So we want this power to come out at the end of this fist. So we will draw it from the feet into the hara and then direct it out to whichever hand you want to use. Now pull in your one hand. And we pull your right hand in. Okay, now you got your fist, the slight bend elbow. Right. We never punch with a straight elbow because we don't want to cause what is commonly known as tennis elbow. You keep a slight bend in the elbow, it's called a natural bend. When you punch, it goes out with lots of force and power and penetration. Okay, so slowly punch again. Watch how the fist turns. This one inverts this way, and the other one inverts the other way, right? So that's the uniqueness of the karate punch. Okay, punch again, and see how it turns. One comes out, one goes in. So it's a simple movement, but it requires a certain amount of coordination as you move. Do it again slowly. Okay, now let's shout Qari. Bring the Qari out from your hara and expel the air as you punch and accelerate the punch. Right, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right. That's good. Now let's do the same punch to the face. So slowly, one slowly, chi and knee. One more sun, slowly up to the face. Right. And chi. Okay, this time faster. Ichi, ni, san, chi, go, rock, sish, hach, ku, chu. Same. Now punch to the groin. So these are still slow punches again to the groin now. Ich. That's it. Yes. Knee. Slowly down and punch it out. That's it. San. Okay, now with some Qari. Hey, Canada! Yes. One more time. Canada! Yes. Hey, chi! Hey, san, chi, go, ruk, sish, hachi, ku, chu. And now right. Right. So, another important thing that we look at in karate is the mastering of the technique. Anyone can learn these techniques. It takes some very athletic type students normally pick up a technique in one shot. But the whole idea of karate is not about just learning the movement, it's about mastering the movement. Now mastering takes many years to accomplish the technique to be mastered. So we need to practice these techniques thousands and thousands of times so that we can get this movement becoming second nature in our body. Right. Now, let's go back into a yogic position. Right, from here, right foot forward, Sanshidachi one more time. Okay. Right, now look at one more strike, the back fist strike. A very powerful strike. For example, I might be walking this way, and a person's coming from the side, and looks like he wants to interfere. From here, the back fist strike goes straight to the nose, to the eye, to the throat, the temple. Another one could be, for example, to the groin. Pa! That's called a back fist strike. You have a back fist uraken gamen, back fist strike to the face, uraken sayo, back fist strike to the side, and uraken hizo, back fist strike to the spleen, or to the groin, for example. So these are very powerful techniques. In a deeper sense, talking about the electromagnetic forces that are involved here, we, for example, take it this way, that a punch overloads him. Okay, a strong punch, I bring in all my electromagnetic forces into him, then he gets a short circuit, that's how he falls down. The uraken is drawing out his energy. Striking this way, you draw the energy out of him, and that's what makes him collapse. Okay? So, let's try the uraken gami. It's a simple movement, it goes out, the wrist turns, snaps, and comes back. So, out, turn the wrist, and bring it back. So a little snappy motion, and back. So out and back. The snappy action is what causes the whiplashing movement. is very important in karate. So let's see, for example, Sensei slowly. 1, Sensei slowly, and back. 2, and back. 3, back, and slowly 4. And now do a second action. Here is stronger. Start with the right. 1, and shout here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The same movement to the side. Simple technique which just goes to the side and back. And back. That's it. Right, let's see. Okay. 1 slowly with the right hand. There's again the wrist turning, as you can see, and it goes back. 2, the wrist snaps, turns, and then back. So that little action, just that small little wrist action, can cause quite a bit of damage. Okay, starting with the right hand with Qari. Ready, Ichi, Ni, San, Chi, Go, Roku, Sushi, Hachi, Ku, Chu. That's it. Come back now there. And straight and shake it out. So here again, as you can see, just the wrist action. But as I said earlier, nothing is just, no power in karate, it's just from the small area of the wrist. It's drawn from the earth up here. We draw energy from the sky, from the heavens, and we draw energy from the earth, okay? That's our key. That's what we call your life force, which we try to harness in karate. Every day was a practice of the different movements, the different forms that we use. And later on, the katas that we will do, and some of which we will show you, you'll see then, how we actually harness, how we capture, how we draw in this energy of the universe into ourselves, which we then use in our lives, not only in karate in the dojo sense, but also in our lives.
That was great, alhamdulillah. Let's cross over to Nafisa Dango for the morning news.